Hello, my friend. So, today I want to talk about some weird stuff. I mean, like different symptoms that you wouldn't think were tied to perimenopause, but they are. And pretty much, I feel like any symptom that we have is related to perimenopause in some way, shape, or form because our estrogen is just tanked and our progesterone and our testosterone are just kind of fluctuating and doing whatever. And it's like, what is going on? So, I'm Gina Liberty, and thank you for coming to watch my vlog style YouTube video for this week. I keep hearing all of these things about symptoms, and I knew that I should talk about them. And I do have a list in a bit that I will go through just to name off some because I feel like there's even more. And we could be here all day talking about symptoms, right? So I'm thinking, like, have you ever Googled something like, why do my inner ears itch so much right now? Oh my goodness, anybody else? This is like it is so annoying to me, and I still have not figured out any way of, you know, taking care of it. I don't know. Anyway, nothing that I say is ever medical advice. It's just either stuff that I've heard or stuff that I've done myself. So just want to let you know that some of my clients, whatever, some of it does sound like a bad joke. I feel like, are we in the twilight zone or what's going on? Do you feel like you have bugs under your skin? Yeah, so do I. From time to time, it's like, are you kidding me? Is there something on me? Freaking out because I do not like bugs, and there is nothing on me. It's just good old perimenopause coming in hot in more ways than one. I don't know if it's nerve related or histamine sensitivity or what it is, but obviously I'm blaming hormones for fluctuating wildly and wreaking havoc in our bodies and our minds. So, one thing that has been bothering me a lot lately, which I've never dealt with before in my life until perimenopause came along, that's body odor. Anybody else? Like my pits, I'm like, are you kidding me? I've not ever had to worry about this before. And now it's like I can't find anything to help. So if you have something, let me know. I feel like I've tried every natural deodorant. I've tried, I have this, I should have brought it in here. I have this, I think it's a toner. See, my inner ear is itching right now and I can't do anything about it. Shove a Q-tip down it. Anyway, I use this. I think it's a toner. I'll have to put that in the show notes. I'm not doing a podcast. Maybe someday it'll be a podcast, but in the description, I will put what I have used. I basically take an oval cotton pad. It's like that big. And I put the toner on it and I just wipe my pits down, let them dry, and then put deodorant on. But I have also found that none of the natural ones work. And yes, I've done like detoxes to make sure, all that's, I've gone through the time period where you have to wait and do all of that. And that has not worked for me because I want a non-toxic to put on my body. And I'm not currently doing that because I'm using what's working right now. And so I'm still on the hunt for that. I don't know. It's annoying is what it is. So another one that I dealt with is heart palpitations. And I tell you what, this one is to me the scariest because obviously as we're getting older, we want to make sure we're in the best possible health. And your heart is very important, obviously. And anything that happens with it, you might question. Like if you're having heart palpitations, is the first thing you think about perimenopause? Hormones? Not me. Not me. You know what I did? I went and got myself checked out. Yes, I did. So there in our area, there is a couple that I know of hospitals have the one I went to is called Heart Aware program. And you basically pay, I don't know if it's $79 or $99, but for me, it's well worth it. It's so cheap for what you get done. But they go in and they do an assessment of your lifestyle, basically, know what you're eating, if you drink, smoke, all the things like that. And then they do ultrasounds of your carotid arteries. So they're checking. And then they also do I think it's a CT, maybe not, but they do it of your abdomen to check there too. Can't remember what that's called. But anyway, they do that, and they check the blood pressure of around your ankles, and there's different things that they do to check. And one of the tests checks for calcium buildup, and I had mine done. It's probably been 4 years ago or so now, and I think they say to do it every 5 years. So next year I'll be doing it again. But I have a baseline now. So I had zero calcium buildup, which is amazing. And they were surprised about that because people my age, I am 51. So I was 40, I had to have been 46 or 47 when I did that. They were very surprised. So I was very happy. And I found out that the heart palpitations that's when I found out that they are indeed part of perimenopause, can be. And they gave me some things to watch for in case, it was something more serious, but they didn't seem concerned because I had no calcium, no calcium buildup and no other issues coming up on the testings that they did. So that's something to consider doing if you want to have a baseline and know where you're at. And know that you don't have the calcium buildup, because that is a big no, that's not great. Now, heart palpitations can be tied to things like stress, blood sugar, and then the estrogen, progesterone swings that happen. Another thing is vertigo. That is my first symptom that I was aware of that I had when I was the age of 45. I had no idea what was going on with me. I felt like I was walking like this in my house, and I kept trying to hold the wall so I wouldn't fall over, when in fact I wasn't leaning. I asked the chiropractor. They thought it was there's some crystals in your inner ear that can get messed up, and so they gave me some exercises to do to try to get that right. I had no idea at this point. And then the following month, I started having missed periods. Something wasn't right, I knew. And so then I started digging in, and then I found that vertigo, dizziness, that can all be perimenopause. That's fun. Another one is UTIs. I thank goodness I don't have that. But a lot of women do, and they have recurring ones too. And that can be a big sign that you are in perimenopause. There are things that you can take to balance the, oh my goodness. I can't think of the word. I swear, ever since I said I have perimenopausal glitches, I have them every single time I do a video now. Anyway, vaginal bacteria health. Maybe that's where I'm going there. You can take probiotics to keep the good bacteria built up and get rid of the bad bacteria. You can make sure that anytime after you have sex to go pee. It helps to flush out anything that might cause any issues. You can use vaginal estrogen. Again, I'm not a doctor, and I'm just going by things that either I have heard clients share or I have done myself, and things that might help you may not help you. You may have tried them before. But if you do have recurring UTIs, that is a big sign that you are in perimenopause. There's frozen shoulder. I know somebody who had this, and it was absolutely awful for them. And it can go through different stages. You can do, well, there are some exercises that you can do. And always eating anti-inflammatory foods is definitely a thing that can help. Weight gain, this is a big one for a lot of women. Weight gain. It's just one of those topics, right? It's the biggest complaint, I think. And if it feels like you've gained weight overnight, or if it's changing from one area to the other, like most women say they get it around their belly, or if it's just hard to budge, then that's from the hormones fluctuating. Sorry, my brain is like glitching right now because I'm super, super tired. I woke up at 3:45 a.m. this morning. Yes. Sleep disruptions for sure is part of that. Anyway, weight loss coaching that's why I went into weight loss coaching, because not only have I lost over 100 pounds, 48 of it, I need to get my number right, was in perimenopause. So not only do I have the experience in it, I have also the certifications and the education to also help with that. I'm all for somebody having experience over book knowledge because it helps me 1,000% more. So anyway, that's why I went into that. I am really sorry. I feel like I just hit a wall right now. Like my energy level just completely tanked, and I am dwindling. So forgive me. But if you are a perimenopausal or menopausal woman, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. So I just want to kind of go through a list of some of these other symptoms, and I don't know, maybe you deal with them, maybe you don't. Some women deal with a lot of these. Some women deal with a few of them. Some are varying degrees of it just gets worse for me. I need to go outside for a minute and sit. Drink my water. No dancing right now. But anyway, varying degrees of difficulty, I guess, with each one of these could be, or you could have them and not realize that it is part of your perimenopausal journey. I don't know, but let me know. I would love to know which one surprises you the most out of everything that I talk about today. Obviously the fatigue and the weight gain, the things that we already talked about, heart palpitations, all that. But the bigger ones like hot flashes or night sweats, those are fun. Brain fog, trouble concentrating, irregular periods, of course, low libido, anxiety or depression, your boobs are tender, joint pain, headaches, sleep disturbances, hair thinning or shedding. I am definitely shedding hair. Dry skin, definitely have that. Vaginal dryness, yep. Digestive issues, blood sugar crashes, tingling in your extremities. Got that too. Burning mouth sensation. No, I do not have that. Thank goodness. Skin crawling or itchiness. Yes. Electric shock sensations. Oh, dry eyes. Urinary urgency, along with the UTIs, muscle tension, frozen shoulder, mood swings, crying easily, loss of confidence or motivation, increased sensitivity to stress, which is not great because stress can affect a lot, right? Anyway, that's just a partial list. That's not an all-inclusive list by any means. There are so many. that women deal with. And I want to know which one you think is most surprising, or which one is bothering you the most, like your number one thing that is the biggest issue you deal with right now in this stage of life. And I would love to keep chatting. So let's start a conversation in the comments. And I would love for you to follow me here and come back next week to see what glitch happens with Gina. No, see what we're chatting about next week. And again, if you have anything that you want to chat about or that you want to know more about or anything like that, you can also comment below and let me know. But I would love to have you follow me. And as always, remember, something is always better than nothing. Chat soon.